Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WCG in Sydney, Australia for match 4 of the world's first Backyard Cricket World Cup. It's the two tourists today, New Zealand versus England, and a big match for both of these sides. England are looking to extend their lead at the top of the table while the Kiwis search for their first points of the tournament. New Zealand have won the toss and Tamati Kemp has opted to bowl. So let's have a look at his resources for today. One change from the side that lost to Australia, Monaghan replacing Cole. They've relied heavily on Daniel White's all-round skills so far, and Shane Louis has looked dangerous, but our player to watch today is the skipper. Just 6 runs to his name and no wickets thus far. New Zealand need him to find some form quickly if they're to have a tilt at the title. England have been the early pace setters at this World Cup and it's been built around an in-form bowling attack. Yusuf Sharif has been an early star and Dennis and Mapleston have bowled with menace. But the player to watch today is Gurpal Singh. He bamboozled New Zealand in match 1 and will be looking to repeat the trick here. As the players take to the field, we'd like to thank our sponsors Telstra Media for all their support. Let's get back to the WCG for New Zealand against England in match 4. Hello, good morning everyone. Should be a good game. Sun's out and shining. It is very, very hot in Sydney today, which is fantastic news for us spectators. Not so good for the players. There's not a lot of shade cover today. Tamati Kemp to start things off for the Kiwis. Match 4 of the Backyard World Cup. And off the legs. There's an appeal, but he's playing a shot. He won't get an LB, and I don't think he's nicked it behind.
Yeah, look, he'd be handy.
Cut. And towards point on, it's gone through for 4. Unlucky actually there, Liam McFarland. You can't really see it on your camera, on your screens, but under that turf in that corner, there is some concrete panelling. So White to restart. And punched, and oh, he's not quite got there, and 4. Another boundary for Smith. Bit punchy. Done well to keep it down, actually. I think he was a little early on it. Just managed to roll the wrists. Good confident start from the England opener. England sharp today. Oh, he might have nicked this, has he? I think he has, and it's given. First wicket on the board, Daniel White for New Zealand. Smith just double checking, but he's got to go. Disappointment for him, New Zealand. The 8th delivery of the day they've struck. And the in-form England vice-captain is gone. Daniel White, the man of this tournament thus far, with a big wicket early on for the Kiwis. Struggled with anything that's been straight at him, but anything he's been given room to get his hands at, he's really nailed. His drive looks in very good order. Oh, and there's an example of it. That is a boundary for James Crowther. They've got a 3-1 offside field, New Zealand, but it's done them no favours there. Pick the gap. Wide of Shane Louis. They're no spring chickens, these New Zealand boys. Only one member of their squad is under 40 years of age. Up in the air and 6 runs. Lovely connection from James Crowther. Perinara made the effort, but I think it was a token effort. He was never going to get to it. Crowther's hit this well. Again, is driving through the offside, standing out for England. It's been a feature of his tour. Oh, he's nicked this. That's out. 2 down. New Zealand on the board again. Blake Lambert. James Crowther is gone. And England just wobbling at the start of their innings here. Inside edge. I wonder if it's just come back in, perhaps. Has this done anything? Might have just moved off the surface. Good bowling from Lambert. Good length. Struggled to really get into this tour as a batsman. He's a fine player when he's at his best. Liam McFarland wicketless in this tournament as it stands at the moment. Punch down 4, nice. That'll get Yusuf Sharif going. That's a relaxing stroke for him. That's textbook. Lovely piece of batting. Well done, Yusuf. But his defence looks in good order today, and it's something he relies heavily on. He's just starting to settle down nicely, the England number 3. Oh, and that's another good sign. Punch that one. Just a bit of freedom in that stroke. Confident play from Sharif. Looks in good touch this morning. Yeah, crossed the line at it, but he knew what he was doing. And that may give Sharif an opportunity for boundaries. Bates and Lambert have both come in on that offside. And it's straight through mid-on again. 4 runs. Similar shot to the one he played earlier on. Still round the wicket, Perinara. And punch through covers. Lovely stuff. Sharif starting to motor along now. Very encouraging start from him. He's into the 20s and in some style too. What about that? Lovely stuff. That is textbook cover driving. He's at number 3 for a reason. He can bat, this boy. Was rotated out of the side in favour of Justin Cole for match 2. So this is only his 2nd appearance of the tournament. Already seems to be sending it down at a better lick. Oh, and he gets the boundary, Sharif. He'll be relieved because he could have left that and got the wide. They look a transformed side with the bat compared to the Ashes last week. And another through mid-on. Kemp got a hand on it, but it's another 4. I think that's the 3rd time Sharif has punctured that boundary in this afternoon. Good effort from Kemp. Couldn't quite get enough on it. England boys have woken up in that little canopy that you can see, top left of your screen, at point. Good to see Blake Lambert in tight for New Zealand. Just trying to put a bit of pressure back on Sharif. And I think that's gone for 4. It has. Kemp made another solid effort, but couldn't quite.
2-1-3.
Leg side, 4 runs. Just can't bowl there to him. It's bread and butter. As easy as tying his shoelaces or wiping his backside for Yusuf Sharif. He's never going to miss anything in that area.
So I said, I'm stuck. Where'd you get here? Where'd you come? I didn't see you.
Bates needs a response. It had been a pretty good over until that boundary. Oh, that's a bit more like it. That's the first full shot Yusuf Sharif played in this innings. First play and miss that I can remember. Sharif done out of a boundary there. McFarland again. Good testing over. Oh, beating him. Well, there's just things starting to happen in the last over or 2 for New Zealand. First time, really, that Sharif has jabbed at one. This has been beautifully bowled by Liam McFarland. Full toss then, though, and 4 runs, and that'll be a relief to Sharif. Just as he was starting to be tested and New Zealand building a bit of pressure, it's a bit of a gift. It's a shame for Liam McFarland. It had been a good over up to then. The England number 50, 2 runs away from 50. Oh, that one's done a bit. That's the first one we've really seen move off the pitch today. Oh, knocked him over. Oh, what a shame for Yusuf Sharif on 48, but it's a good delivery from Kemp. New Zealand have worked hard for that wicket. That's been a long, long time in coming. Just caught him by surprise. It's the first time they've really gone with the Yorker option. Just snuck under the bat, really. May have tailed in a touch in the air. But so ends a very, very fine innings. Yusuf Sharif can be very, very pleased with the way he's played. That was beautifully paced, and England in commanding position all the same. But Shane Louis just keeping him quiet at the moment. Still White goes, and that's into the leg side. Oh, the misfield. Lambert slipped. Ricky Borat off the mark with a boundary. And White to finish up his over now. Pushed into the leg side and another boundary. Well controlled from Ricky Borat. It's just placement and timing. Louis over the wicket. Oh, beating him. Well, they're asking for it and it's been given. Perhaps a little bit of glove on it from Ricky Borat, or maybe a shoulder of the bat. He doesn't look too bothered by the decision. Yeah, maybe. Might have just flicked his hand. Let's have a look, see what we can see here. Good delivery from Louis at any rate. Perfect length. Yeah, I think he might have just punched that to the keeper. I think that's a good decision from the umpire. Punched. And into Perinara. Oh, he's had a go and hit Blake Lambert. I think he was interested in the run out there.
Collateral damage.
Oh, dear. This Backyard World Cup has thrown up just about everything so far. Great fun. Lambert took it well. He's a great character, Blake Lambert. Punched in the air. Oh, just short, I think. Well, has he dropped it? Shane Louis' body language would indicate that he's put it down, but I think this landed just short of him. Yeah, it did. Just a yard or so short. Good effort from the New Zealand bowler. Had to react quickly. Gurpal Singh gets a life early on. Oh, a puff of dust. It got big on him. Oh, barely anything at all. Good effort. Unlucky. Pulled for 4. Got hold of that nicely. So strong through that area, Gurpal Singh. Back foot punching through the offside. He's as classy and elegant as anyone. Give him room to free his arms. He will take full advantage. Punched. Ah, lovely shot. Glorious from Gurpal Singh. His placement superb there. The timing excellent. That's as good as anything we've seen from him in this World Cup. That's a confident shot. 10 off it so far with a ball to go. And punch for 4, Gurpal Singh again. 14 off that Blake Lambert over. England in control at the moment. Gurpal Singh is just starting to get going nicely here. Hit that well, straight into the ground. Good hands. But he looks in good, confident form, Gurpal Singh. Oh, well, he did at any rate. And Henry Perenara has knocked him over. I think there's just died off the surface. There was pace off that again. I think that's another cutter. Good from Perenara. Yeah, I think he's just dragged that down the side of his hand. And Gurpal Singh was done all ends up. Didn't pick that at all. Way too early on it. They never stop going. Oh, what a start for Sammy Dennis. That's lovely. Beautiful shot from the diminutive number 6. Look at that. That's glorious. Well played, Sammy Dennis. And again, we're going to get a slow-mo of a lovely technique. A little pocket rocket. The mini maestro. New Zealand will take anything under 120, you would think. That keeps them right in the game. They've done really well to even this out. Quietly even it out. Well, I wonder if he's nicked that. He has. He's gone. Sam Dennis is gone. Simon McFarland on the board. And he deserves that. He's bowled well today, the elder McFarland. Yeah, Dennis has just got a tickle on it down the leg side. I'm not sure what he was trying to do, really. You've got to get a thicker contact than that at the WCG. And he knows that, Sam Dennis. It's just a glance. And it's left them in a bit of a hole here. You may even argue with 2 overs to go at this stage. New Zealand are probably favourites here. Probably on top of this game, just about. England with a form side coming into it. I wonder if New Zealand feel that they're on top of this game, perhaps. Oh, brilliantly bowled, Phil Osborne. That's an excellent delivery. All the pace off of that. Gave it some flight. It's turned, it's gripped, it's stayed a touch low. Connor Arnold bamboozled all ends up. That's a brilliant bit of work. Filthy Phil strikes for the Kiwis. What about that? Need to get as close to 120 as they can here. Oh, beauty from Monaghan. He's been a lot better today. Big improvement on his performance in match 1, and he's bowled quicker. I think that's been the key for him. In the air and 6. Finally gets hold of one, Ant Maplestone. He's given that some clout. England forcing their way up towards that runner ball mark. Good contact on it. The last ball of the innings then. 116 for 7 with 1 to go. It's into the pitch. Bottom edge, he'll take the single. Oh, he's coming back for 2. Well, he's going to get done. Shane Louis runs him out. 117, the final score from England. And Maplestone cost himself a not out. All about one man for England. Yusuf Sharif played with poise and class, but little else besides. Second middle order collapse in succession at this tournament, something they will need to address going forward. Good all-round effort from New Zealand. Louis' excellent start to this World Cup continues, and the elder McFarland produced a superb performance. Captain Kemp looked back to his best, encouraging for the Kiwis. So 118 runs stand between New Zealand and their first win at this World Cup, but before we get to that, a slightly unusual edition of Tactical Talking Points. No real score for Ricky Borrett today, but we've got a fascinating little treat for you here. We at Backyard England have long been intrigued by the Borrett back foot cover drive. He's got a lot of power condensed into a coiled core which springs into action on a full length. He's very left side dominant, which means it's actually his bottom hand and back leg that take over when he plays through the covers. We've never really seen a player we can compare this to worldwide, such as the uniqueness of the movement. That is until we finally found this, and you're going to kick yourselves at home for not getting this one. It is, of course, Monty Noble, practicing for Australia in 1905. How could we possibly forget? Noble stood a lot taller at the crease than Borrett and appears less punchy, but how about this for a split screen? If we flip Noble to appear as a left-hander, the similarity is suddenly quite striking. Just goes to show, the more things change, the more they stay the same. The wheel keeps on turning, and even the most unusual innovations are probably not original. 118 years between the two strokes on screen. Cricket has changed immeasurably in the interim, but its quirks and mannerisms are truly timeless. Smith again, and England look up for it. Down the pitch, McFarland, and 6 runs. First runs of the day for New Zealand, and they come with a maximum. Good footwork from Liam McFarland. And this is something new. We've not really seen this in this World Cup or in the Ashes last week. People walking down the pitch to Smith to change that back of a length he bowls at. McFarland has read him there and played that calmly and controlled. Needs to be back on the money. Slower ball and punch for 4. McFarland is reading everything Smith is throwing at him early on here. He's picked the slower ball out of the hand, waited on it a touch. Lovely straight bat. Looks in good touch already.
Let's go, bud.
Needed better from him in this opening over. Into double figures already, the Kiwis. Oh, that's done a bit. Bit of life in that one. Bounce and movement off the pitch, but a disappointing first over for Smith. Yeah, that's not a bad ball to finish with, though. But he's found a nice little pocket of rhythm, Connor Arnold. It's been another decent over from him. He started this World Cup well with the ball. Oh, crash for 6. Just as we say that, he's let himself down with that one. Dragged that one into the pitch. Liam McFarland looks in cracking nick this morning. Yeah, ruthless. It was there to be hit and he didn't miss out. Just too short from Arnold. Shame, really. The first 5 balls of that over deserved better than that. Well, Jimmy Maguire did take England's first wicket of this World Cup, and it was the wicket of Liam McFarland. Oh, but McFarland clearly learning lessons from that experience. Crunch down the ground for 4. Best shot he's played so far for me. Maguire's recovered well in this over. Oh, but straight through mid-on again. Finishes poorly, but McFarland is dominating England at the moment. This is a perfect start for New Zealand. Crisp again. Pace off the ball might be the answer here. He's taking the power play. Well, this is very dominant from Liam McFarland. He obviously feels in good nick. That's a very bold move. That is the first time in this World Cup we've seen anyone take the power play before the 12th over. And he's taken it in the 4th. I love that from Liam McFarland. I love the intent behind that. And it's Sam Dennis he's going to line up with. I think England were going to bowl James Crowther, but he's been sat back down because of the power play. Cut for 4. Sammy Dennis has had a tendency to bowl a touch too short on this tour thus far. Oh, and he's been punished again for... Well, he's looking at Gurpal Singh. I don't think you can really blame the fielder for that one. McFarland has picked the gap expertly here. It's bang in the middle of the two of them. But it's the length from Sammy Dennis. It's a touch too short. Needs to get it up there. McFarland has been bowled twice in 2 innings on this tour, missing a full and straight one. That's a bit more like it, but it has gone for 4 again. Goodness, he's seeing it well now, Liam McFarland. Last ball of Dennis is over, 12 off it. 16 off of it. Liam McFarland is in the mood today. What a start for New Zealand. God, he's treating us to some shot play today, and that is crisp and hard again. No real follow-through with his batting. All right, again then, still over the wicket. Oh, cut him in half. Good delivery. McFarland looks cool, though. Doesn't look too flustered. Oh, it's the top edge. And it's 6 runs. Well, that's unlucky from Ricky Borrett. It's a good over. But McFarland moves to 49. Got nowhere near that. It's the first one he's mishit today. But wouldn't you just know it? When your luck's in, your luck's in. Scuffed over the fielder's head into the pavilion for 6. Borrett knew it straight away. Well, he's got him wafting at 1. There's an appeal. Didn't hear anything. But it's decent from Mapleston. Good length. And that's a lot better. That's where McFarland has trouble. Giving McFarland the rush, perhaps. Still round the wicket, Mapleston. In the air, 6 runs. Again, I don't think he's mid-lit, but it's 50 for Liam McFarland. The first player to reach that milestone at this World Cup. Double quick time. It's been a superb innings. He's put the England quicks to the sword this morning. He's hit that reasonably well. He's in decent enough control of it. You'd be unlucky to get caught off of that. It's the right length from Mapleston. Just a touch too wide. But a very, very deserving half-century. Well played, Liam McFarland. First World Cup 50 for him. Understated acknowledgement from the crowd. But it's been a brute of an innings. Very entertaining. Very, very well played. Excellent knock, young sir. Oh, had a flash at that. I think he's in all-out attack mode now, McFarland. He's going to go after absolutely everything. Last ball of an interesting over. It's been a good battle between these two. Oh, oops. Aggression from Mapleston. McFarland had a big swish. But another over goes by. It's almost 10 and over for the Kiwis, but this is the reason for it. Let's have a look at a brilliant, brilliant half-century. Liam McFarland. The best batting we've seen at this World Cup thus far. Well worth the wait. 4th match in for the first half-century. But he has put the England bowlers all around this ground. Such a good eye, such strong hands. Punchy player. Just enjoy this. That was a bit of fortune, to be fair. And that's the one that brought up the 50. Very, very well played, Liam McFarland. What an excellent World Cup innings from him. Oh, that's why he's teasing. And he's in great form, Gurpal Singh. He started this World Cup nicely. Pretty much a shot ball approach now. And 6 more, and he's hit that like a dream. That was crunched out the middle of the bat. Massive McFarland. How clean has he hit that? Goodness me. Some power behind that blade. Gurpal Singh needs a response. Oh, that's well bowled. Oh, lovely delivery, and he's got the wicket. England finally on the board, and it's Gurpal Singh. We wondered when the change of pace would come. And he has delivered for England. He's turned the other way. That was a leg spinner. I don't think McFarland's picked it. Rare error in judgment from him. Gurpal Singh strikes. And England's torment is over for the time being. But what a brilliant innings that was. Liam McFarland, absolutely fantastic. And he'll go to an ovation. 61 for him. The best batting we've seen at this World Cup. New Zealand in control. Oh, bowled him! Dragged on, I think. Oh, what a moment for Gurpal Singh. He's turned this game on its head. England back in it now. Well, they've taken a lot of torment, the England fast bowlers, and it's their spinner who's come on and turned the game around. It's stayed low. It's turned, as it always does with Gurpal Singh. Perenara's a little unlucky. Inside edge, lost his leg bail. I think that's another one, and just short. Think it was another slower ball. It looked like it came out the back of the hand, and I don't think it's reached Mapleston at point. We'll see how close this was. Oh, I wonder if it did. Is that a drop? Maybe. Oh, and a beauty to finish. What a good over from Yusuf Sharif, a maiden. Buttler staying around the wicket for the last ball of the over. Oh, and he gets him nibbling. Good from Buttler. That was a decent over. 2 off it. England building pressure again. Full toss and 1 bounce 4. Crowther made the effort, but I don't think he was ever likely to get there. Up in the air. Oh, and he's taken this one. Well, that's a sharp catch from James Crowther. And England are on the board again. They're on a roll here. 3 down now, New Zealand. It's another important player gone. James Crowther's done very, very well. That was above his head when he took that. Full toss and clouted. Well, it's given us 4. I think that's hit the washing line and bounced into the boundary boards. There's a Yeah, it has. You can see the net wobbling top right of your screen. That's it. He's unlucky there, Osborne. That was headed for 6. Disappointing first over from Smith. He'll be looking to put things right this time around, especially with the game at a delicate point. And he's got his wicket. Filthy Phil Osborne top edges. He's gone to the England vice-skipper. England take their 4th. And they are right in this game now. Cutter again. Took the pace off it. It just angled in towards Osborne. Kept following him, really, as he tried to free his arms. Cramped in for room, and Smith on the board. Ready to go again. It's giant to giant. 6'5" Smith. Kemp even taller. Oh, good. Had a big hack at that, Tamati Kemp. It's good from Smith. And that is the quicker one, and Sammy Dennis has put it down, I think. Is that a drop catch?
Hold on, Dennis Ferguson.
Flick down the ground for 4. Tamati Kemp, Smith. Spell finishes with a boundary. Clipped nicely. Decent Yorker, actually, but Kemp's got so much power. A spell of 4 for 13. But Tamati Kemp is just getting going now. Successive boundaries for him. It's Ricky Borat, the new man. In the air. Where's this going to come down? It's over the fence, and Gurpal Singh has his 3rd. New Zealand wobbling now. England have taken 5 for 24, and Gurpal Singh has 3 of them. Done Kemp in the flight. Looks like it's stuck in the pitch a touch. What a great day Gurpal Singh's having. Almost hauling England back into this single-handedly. In the air and just short of Connor Arnold. I wonder if he's a touch too deep for that position he's occupying there. No fuss, no frills. Last ball of Gurpal Singh. This could be a big delivery. Can he strike one more time? Full toss, well fielded. And that's a good hit from Yusuf Sharif. White was a little slow. Well, he's not going to get the run now. Ball's long since dead. It's a wicket maiden for Gurpal Singh. Terrific spell of bowling from him. 3 for 6 today. Outstanding from the England spinner. And he's going to take some more. Daniel White off and running now. That's him off the mark. And the WCG in Sydney. Oh, that's a pudding. And that is going for 6, and rightly so. White's done well to control that. Maximum. Tide turning in New Zealand's favour once again. England can't afford this. And he's played that well. I think he's played that with a lot of control, Daniel White. Cut down on it just to get it over Sharif, but under the boundary limits. Hit it well. Maguire struggling today. 19 off his 9 balls thus far. Oh, and it's not getting any better. Well, he's only got himself to blame for that one, Jimmy Maguire. It was lazy fielding. You should have stopped that. And Daniel White mercilessly punishing him at the moment. I wonder if Sharif just got in his eye line, to be fair. 16 off this over, and it has probably cut England's hopes out of the game. 20 off of this over. Well, that's probably a killer for Daniel White and New Zealand. Maguire goes around the park. It's a tough day for him again. He's gone for 28 off his 2 overs. And with that boundary, probably goes English hopes. Flick for 4. They inch ever closer. Daniel White again. How deserving it is that it's him at the crease for this big moment for New Zealand. He's been the best of them. Been the best of anybody in this tournament. It's been a decent 3 deliveries from Jake Butler, but he's doing little more than delaying the inevitable. And pushed, and that has gone through for 4, and Daniel White polishes it off. It's New Zealand's first win in a Backyard World Cup match. Congratulations to them. They've been excellent today. Solid all-round team effort. Every man has played his bit, but the star was Liam McFarland. Daniel White at the end played an excellent counter-punch. New Zealand on the board. They've won by 5 wickets. And the man on screen, Levante, brutal from him. No doubt who the man of the match will be. But a very, very good effort from the Kiwis. England disappointed, but they've not shown enough today. And New Zealand have thrown this group wide open now. Comprehensive in the end from New Zealand. McFarland played the best innings of this World Cup so far and tore into the England Pacers. A mini wobble followed, but White has been a standout player at this tournament, and it was never really in doubt that he'd get them over the line. For England, Gurpal Singh kept them competitive and was every bit as good with the ball as McFarland was with the bat. The fast bowlers struggled though, Smith the only pacer to claim a wicket, and there are genuine concerns over the form of Maguire. New Zealand, the worthy winners by 5 wickets in match 4. No prizes for guessing the man of the match. Liam McFarland, the first player to score a 50 at this World Cup. This is where it leaves us as far as the table is concerned. First points on the board for New Zealand. England remain top for now, but their early momentum has been stalled. Next up, we've got a battle of the Antipodes as Australia, the hosts of this tournament, take on today's winners, New Zealand. Big thanks again to our sponsors, Telstra Media. Join us next time on Backyard Cricket England as this World Cup begins to take shape.